up, please? My name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit. And I apologize for the lighting. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. It's kind of a spur of the moment decision to film this video because I now have to work tomorrow night and I do want to get this video up on the 10th when it's supposed to go up. So I'm filming right now. It's a little bit too much to break out my ring light at the moment. So this is what we're dealing with. I'm sorry, but it is what it is for now. So I'm very excited to show you guys the progress that I've been making and talk to you guys about the products in this Pan Your Name update, the very first update for the second round. But before I actually dive into that, I'm just going to stop and back it up a little bit. I am going to kind of re-explain this project slightly. I did have a few questions on the intro video for this second round, so I'm going to go over a few things with you guys. I also have a playlist which has my first round and I'm including the second round into the same playlist. You guys can always go check out my very first video for this project, which was back in November of last year. I explain everything there, but you can follow how the first round went to get an idea if you're still curious or have questions after I explain everything, but also feel free to ask me down below. So what this project is for myself, when I created this, it was more or less a project that I felt was going to be used towards other beauty products that I don't want to put into my other panning projects for one reason or another. More or less, I have nail care, a little bit of skincare. It's mainly body care, so lotions, sprays, that sort of deal. These are items that it's not that I don't enjoy using them. I do, but at the same time, I just don't want to put them into my other panning projects because I feel like maybe I wouldn't get the use that I want to on them, or for one reason or another, for myself, it's just not as enjoyable to throw them into those projects. But these are items that I want to get use on. I want to focus on them. I want to get them out of my collection for whatever reason they may be. My lotions are getting a little bit older, or I have sprays that I've had for a long time and I want to get rid of them and just narrow down that portion of my collection. Whatever the reason is, as long as I'm able to tie a product to each letter of my first name, it can come into this project if I'm feeling that sort of way about it. So that's kind of the point for myself. You can use this project however you would like if you want to. If you want to throw your favorite eyeshadow or your favorite bronzer into this project, feel free. It's totally up to you. Use this project however you feel fits best for you. But for me, it's just to get progress on items that I more than likely wouldn't be getting the progress on that I want. So what you're going to do is, aside from choosing a product that ties to each letter of your first name, you can also set your own goals. So for myself, most of my goals are to finish products. Some of them have a couple of usage goals. Some of them is to just hit a certain point, like halfway down the bottle or something along those lines. And once you hit that goal on that specific product, you're going to cut that letter out of your name. So just a little bit of a spoiler, but I'm going from 7 letters down to 6 letters this update, which is very exciting for the first update. So what you're trying to do is just narrow down your name best that you can within the 5-month period. So however that may be, you set your own goals, whatever those may be for yourself. If you want to put a usage goal, absolutely feel free to. And once you hit that usage goal or whatever it may be, then you cut that letter out and then you're just down to 5 letters or 4 letters or whatever it's going to be for yourself. So this is not going to be rolling style. It will continue. So this is the second round because I did happen to find other products that I can tie to each letter of my first name that I don't want to put into my other panning projects. So I was able to go through my collection, find more body care, other beauty care items that I want to use up, get out of my collection, and I can put them into this project. So I have my first round finished. That went from November until April 10th. And then this second round started on May 10th and is going to go until October 10th. So they are each 5-month rounds. Round 3 will probably start again. And if it does, that will be in November as well. So they're always going to be November to April and then May until October. So there's a bit of a month break in between, which is nice just to kind of sort things out, find more products, take a break from panning. These short little projects are nice as well because you don't feel so overwhelmed. And because you can make up your own goals, you can make this as stress-free as you want. So as long as I'm able to continue to find products that I can feel comfortable pulling into this project, I absolutely will. Say down the line, I find a blush that I'm not so excited about anymore, I can pull that into this project if I want to as well, if I can tie it to a letter in my first name. So that is more or less how the project works. But again, if you have questions, let me know down below. I can't remember if I mentioned it, but updates will be on the 10th of every month. And Cherise from Brown Eye Girl, Cherise has decided to join me. So if I haven't mentioned that either yet, I will have her intro video linked down below. It was posted just a couple of weeks ago. So go check her out. And I'm very excited that she's joining me on this project. I'm absolutely enjoying this. So I really hope that you guys are as well. And I hope she enjoys working on this as well too. So let's stop the rambling because I'm sure that's all you guys are hearing right now. And let's get into showing you guys the progress. So for the letter J, I chose this Marc Jacobs nail polish. This is a purple and it's actually called Ultraviolet, but I used the J in Jacobs to tie to the J in my name. And my usage on this was just to use it 5 times. So I've hit 3 out of those 5 uses. I used them on my fingers twice and my toes once. So that counts for the 3. But I really am not sure what I'm going to do with this product after I reach my 5 uses. This does seem to chip on me pretty quickly. And luckily I bought these at Winners, so I bought them at a very discounted price. But considering what these are regular, they're like over $20. The fact that this one at least has chipped so quickly is not really worth it in my opinion. I do have a few of these Marc Jacobs nail polishes, so I might have to test them out and see how they work. Again, if I do more rounds of this project, I can always pull these babies in one way or another. But I may end up decluttering this one after my 5 uses. We'll have to see. I do enjoy the color, not so much after a few days because it does start to fade a little bit and then it starts to chip. So we'll see, but it will definitely be on like the chopping block if you want to call it that. But this is the first one. This is in here for another 2 uses, so I'm really hoping that I can find the motivation to get those 2 uses in before the next update. So for the letter E, I actually don't have it because that's the one product that I finished and I ended up getting rid of the little spray bottle before I even started filming. So that was my Ellis Brooklyn little mini travel size. It's about this size. I just have this here like as a placement holder. I believe it was called a Prey. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. But it was just a spray. I managed to use it up. That was my goal. I completely finished it. I really am not sure how I feel about it because when I would initially spray it onto me, it was so strong and it was too much for me and I did not like it at all. But once it finally settled, it wasn't so bad. I didn't mind it. It's not something that I would purchase, so I'm not really too concerned with how I feel about it. But it was a little bit of a struggle to use just because of that initial spray and how intense it was and how strong it was, and it was just not something that I enjoyed. I'm not even sure what the notes were on the spray, to be completely honest with you, but it was just not for me. So for the letter S, I have this Badescu spray. This is the facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. Now, my goal for this is to finish it up, and I am clearly not there. I'm just over halfway. I think that's what I said in the introduction, but I was more about 1/3 of the way down, so I had about 2/3 of the bottle left. This I've had for, I don't know, feels like a long time now. And I always forget to use it, but I really don't find it does anything for me. And that's probably a big part of why I never reach for this. So I'm trying to keep it in my bedroom and reach for it before I go to bed. Just spray it on my face after everything and call it a day. I have been using it that way, but not every single night. It's kind of more or less just when I remember to. But because my goal is to finish it, I'm not keeping track of usage. I'm just wanting to finish this. So I really do hope that I'll be done this by the end of the project, but I feel like it's going to be in here for the long haul, for the full 5 months. And if that's the case, then I'm okay with that. I just really want to make some good progress on here by the end of this project. And if there's still product in here at the end, we'll see how much is left. I may get rid of it. I may hold on to it. we'll see, but I'm just hoping that I can actually focus on this product and get some more usage out of it, and hopefully make a dent in this by the next update. So the second S in my name is this aromatherapy sleep body lotion by Bath and Body Works. And my goal for this one was to finish it. I'm sitting the same spot that I was sitting at in the introduction because I have not used this even one time. So I do want to finish this off. I really thought that I'd be able to do that no problem. Apparently not. I really don't have much in here. Like, this is really where I'm sitting at, and it's only going to be a couple of uses, but for some reason I just never reach for lotions. Like, I have a hard enough time doing that in the winter, never mind spring and summer. So I do want to finish this off. It is getting older. I want to get it out of my collection. I really like it. I just need to remember to use it. I need to force myself to reach for it. I need to get into the habit of doing it, but for some reason that's not so easy for myself. So I need to somehow remember to reach for this, and I would like to finish this, if not by the next update, the one after, because I want to give myself a little bit of a grace period and I don't want to feel like I have to finish this by the next update, but this one needs to be gone before the end of this project. So for the letter I have a body spray by Bath and Body Works, and this one is in the stars. Now, I had the Champagne Toast body spray by Bath and Body Works in my first round, so if you caught that, you would see how far I made down the bottle, and I did not quite hit my goal on that one. So I really enjoyed that scent more than this one. This one's not bad by any means. I don't mind it, but I really like Champagne Toast a little bit better. So for me to try and hit a goal on here, mine, I aimed for the bottom of this pink label. I'm really hoping that I can get to at least close to that by the end of this project. It was starting brand new, so there is definite usage on here, and I feel like if I'm consistent with it, I could make some decent progress. I don't know if I'm going to get as far as my Champagne Toast one, or even as far as the bottom of this pink label here. But I feel like if I use it, I should make some sort of progress on here. Again, it's hard for me to reach for this one, and I'm definitely not using it as consistently as I was reaching for Champagne Toast, more or less because I prefer that scent over this one. But I actually like to use this one at night and like before I go to bed or something like that. And I find like that's a good way for me to use this. And that's how I've been making my progress on this. So I feel like if I'm to do that even a couple times a week or so, I feel like by the next update, it shouldn't be too much of a struggle. It is going to be hard to see though, because this gold packaging is see-through up until you get to about the bottom, but I know I'm never going to reach that far. So it's going to be kind of trying to look into the bottle to see where I'm sitting at. So showing you guys the progress is going to be a little bit difficult, but this is where I'm sitting at now, so we'll have to see what it's looking like next update. So for the letter C, I do have another nail polish, and this one is by China Glaze, but it's actually called Celtic Sun. So C's in both of those, which actually worked out. And my goal for this, again, was just to use it 5 times as well. So I don't know if you can really tell in this lighting, but I'm sitting at about right here. But because the bottom of this bottle is so much wider than the top of it, it's actually difficult to reach for any of the product and get any of it out onto the brush. And I believe I said in my intro video that I wasn't quite sure if I was going to actually hit the 5 uses or if I was going to finish this off before the 5 use goal. So with this product, I'm not quite sure about China Glaze in general because I think this is the only one I've owned. But it is a very, very thin and sheer color. So it takes a lot of building up to get any type of opacity. So there's a lot of layers that I'm using. And even at that, it's still, I don't know if I'd say see-through, but still a little bit sheer. Unless I put like a white base underneath it, like a white nail polish, and then layer it up on top of that, then it seems to be a little more dense and a little more opaque. But it is a bit of a struggle to get there just because of how difficult it is to reach for any of the product at the bottom of this bottle. So I do have 2 uses on here. I have 3 more to go. And really what I've been doing is pairing these 2 together. So I've been putting this on 1 or 2 of my nails, where I put the purple Marc Jacobs one on the rest of my nails if I don't do a full purple nail polish look. But I haven't put this on in a full look on its own in quite a long time. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I kind of want to, but again, I feel like it would be best to try and use a white base to put down first. But it also depends on how difficult it's going to be to get the product out of the bottle. So I'm really hoping that I can actually hit those 5 uses. I'm hoping that I can get my nails to look good with this stuff. So we'll have to see how it goes, but we'll see what next update's looking like. And last but not least, for the letter A, I have another body lotion in here from Bath & Body Works, and this one is 1,000 Wishes. And again, I'm not quite sure where I'm sitting at. There is an air bubble in here, and I know I was reaching for this a little bit back in the winter time. So my goal is to, my hard goal is to finish this. I know that's probably not going to happen, but I told myself that I was not going to start reaching for this until I finish this one. And because I have not even touched this one yet, I need to get a move on and get this one out before I can start reaching for this. So as long as I make some decent progress on this one, I will be happy. I'm really not expecting to completely finish it. Obviously, that would be the ideal goal, but I really don't think that's super realistic, only because I have a difficult time reaching for lotions. I do like this. I've worn it a few times. I do enjoy it. Not quite sure where I'm sitting at in here, but I feel like if I was to get good consistent use on this, I could come close to finishing it. I feel like it's sitting maybe about here, so it's not too much off from this one. This bottle is just squished down a lot more. So who knows, maybe if I get into the habit of reaching for lotion, I could finish both of them off, and that would be totally fun, totally cool. I would absolutely love it. Just get more lotions out of my collection because I do have quite a few of these as well. So that is what I'm working on. I'm so excited that I went from 7 products down to 6, and I'm hoping that I can get at least down to 5 by the next update. If I can knock out this nail polish, I will be happy. If I can knock out both nail polishes, that's even better. But we'll have to see how it goes. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what the upcoming weeks are going to be with this project and how much usage I'm actually going to get on the sprays and my lotions. Those are the ones that I seem to be struggling with the most. So as long as I can stay focused and motivated, I think I'll do okay. So again, if you have any questions about this project, the playlist will be linked down below. It does have all of the round 1. It does have round 2 in there as well. So the intro and this video, and it will continue to have all of the updates in there. So go check that out. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to join, let me know. Again, go check out Cherise. Her intro video will be linked down below as well. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm glad Cherise has joined me on this. I feel like she's enjoying this, so it's just fun all around. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye.